Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
My name is Ahmed.
Busha.
I work with the University of Louisville, and I'm a counselor here. What brings you in today?
My mama said I need to see someone.
Okay, can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, like she said, not having a relationship with my dad is affecting like my love life.
Okay, so I hear you saying that your mother thinks that you have some things that about your father that you need to talk to.
Yeah.
You talk about, I should say.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of true, I guess. I mean, I'm a close person. I don't like to talk about my feelings, and she thinks me not talking about my feelings is something to do with like the relationship I have with my father.
Okay, I hear you saying that you don't usually open up easily to people and you're more closed off than you should be, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me a little more about that part of you being closed off and like what it's like and what do you think is going on?
I mean, like it takes time, I guess, but like I don't like being vulnerable.
Vulnerable?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see that maybe it is a weakness to be vulnerable?
I mean, yeah, sometimes, yeah, but it's not more that it's just like it takes time. It takes time to open up for me.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the relationship that you had with your father?
I mean, I don't have any relationship with my father.
Okay. What is that like?
I mean, we don't talk. I didn't grow up with him. We don't have any relationship right now.
So have you ever seen him or anything like that?
I seen him once or twice in my life.
Okay. So I hear you saying that you don't actually have an actual relationship with your father. It's almost like somebody you don't know.
Yeah, it's non-existent.
I see. How does that affect you? Like you being closed off and things like that. With, for instance, in school right now.
I mean, it doesn't, like, do you mean like the relationship with my dad or like other
No,
relationship?
just like how your life is affected by that. Like
I mean,
outside of that.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Like at this point, like I'm okay with it. Like I have a great relationship with my family and my friends. A love life. It's not something that I want right now.
So from earlier, you said your mother talked a little bit about your love life and it not being like the way it's supposed to be. But then on the other hand, you don't think that there's an issue with that right now.
Not really. My mama just like to meddle with my love life. So.
I see. I think some mothers are bound to do things like that. So let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, whether it's I have a question for the love life, obviously, and then I have a question about your father. So let's start with the love life. 1 is there's nothing going on, there's not a problem, it's fine, it's just life. 10 is there's a really big problem where I can't be in a relationship right now.
I mean, 5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Why is it a 5 and not a 4?
Because obviously I have some problem with my love life, but
Okay.
like it's not a major thing right now.
Okay, can you talk a little bit more about that, like the love life issues you just talked about?
I mean, like the main thing is I don't have a time for a love life right now.
Okay.
I'm busy. Like I go to school, I work, like I help out my family, so I just don't have time for it.
So I hear you saying that right now it's nothing other than just you don't have time. You just have your hands full right now.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yes.
Okay. The other question, the scale that I was going to ask from 1 to 10, 1 being like not an issue, 10 being you have a really bad problems with like the relationship with your father. What is that like? 1 to 10. 1 is no problem. 10 is like the biggest problem.
I mean, like I would say like 9,
Okay.
but like I don't know. At the same time, I'm feeling like 1, cause like I didn't have a relationship with him like growing up. I don't have a relationship with him right now, so I don't know what it's like to have a relationship with him.
Okay. So obviously you're a little torn right now. You said there's a 1 and then there's a 9, which is like almost completely opposite. But you also said that you don't know what it's like to have a relationship like that. So maybe you don't have an ideal relationship that you can compare to.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yes.
I would like to go back to the 1 and 9. What do you think that looks like to you? That there's this 1 and then there's a 9.
I mean, like for the 9 one, like I would like to have, like, to see what's like to have. I would like to see what's like, to have dad and to have a relationship with my dad.
Okay.
But and the reason I say 1 is like I don't see that, I don't have that, like driven by like, I need to have a relationship with my dad. Like I need him,
Yes.
I don't have that.
And so, for that, I think, if you don't mind me saying, it's just like I said, you don't have anything to compare to, so that's why it's a 1. But on the other hand, you maybe long to that relationship of with being with your father, or like having some sort of a relationship with your father. Are you able to contact your father? Do you maintain contact?
No, like him and my mama have like they talk to each other, but like I don't talk to him.
Okay. So when he calls, does he call often? Not just you, the family.
No, he calls like maybe twice or 3 times a year.
Okay. So you usually don't talk.
No,
And where does your father live?
other country.
Okay, so
He
he's.
doesn't live here.
When was the last time you've seen your father?
10 years ago.
Okay. So I see what you're saying, like where you didn't have a relationship with your father for a long time. Obviously, we talked a little bit right now. Is that something that you would like to explore in the future, having that relationship?
I mean, I'm open to it.
Okay. Have you done anything towards that? Or what did you do if you were?
I mean, I was waiting for him, like, to reach out and to do the first move, but like he's not doing it. And I'm
Okay.
like, why you not sweat about it? Like,
Okay. So I hear you saying that you were waiting for your dad to actually, make the first move, like you said, because maybe he's the father and maybe that's his responsibility.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Have you done anything? Did you try to make the first step, or did you just, since then, didn't do anything?
No, I didn't reach out to him.
Okay. Would you like to have a relationship with your father?
At some point, yes.
Okay. What would that look like, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know what it's gonna look like.
Okay. What do you want it to look like? How about
I want it like
that? Like,
to
what are you
look
trying
like,
to get?
dad and daughter relationship. I want to have like, of course, I want to have a good relationship with him,
Okay.
but I just don't know how to get there.
I see. So I see that again, you're like kind of torn. You would like to have a relationship, but you don't know how. And one of the things you've done in the past is try to wait for your father to make the first move, like you said. I know your mother talks to her. Does your mother talk to you about the father?
Yes.
And like if she does, what is that like?
Oh, she usually just tells me like I need to talk to my father often. Like I need to have a relationship with him. He's my father. It doesn't matter like if he was not there like while I was growing up. I should have a relationship with him now.
Would you like to talk to him?
I mean, I'm open to it.
Okay. So if you were to set, I'm trying to find a way to ask this question. I don't want to like tell you what to do. That's not like my job. So that's why I'm trying to step back.
I mean, I can call him or like write him a message or
Okay.
a letter, and
Have you done that in the past?
no, I haven't.
So if you were to do it, let's say in the future, what would you say?
I would just like start with like greeting him or saying hi or like I want to talk to him, something like that.
Are there specific things you want to talk about? If yes, what would that be?
I would like to ask him a couple questions about like why he wasn't there for me like growing up. Shit.
It's good.